Hello and welcome to Bratislava. My name is Brian. I'm going to take you on some of the top sights to see here in the city of Bratislava. Something that can't be missed is Old Town. Here you can see all the great architecture this city has to offer. In Old Town, you'll find tons of shopping, cafes, and restaurants. I highly recommend just walking the streets of Old Town. You never know what you'll discover, and maybe run into some old friend. Hello there, man at work.
If you enjoy great travel content and adventures, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new videos.
The Presidential Palace right behind me. It's near Old Town, and also there's gardens behind it. Take a look around. There's the awesome fountain in front of the Presidential Palace. And there's actually one day a year they open up the palace to the public, so you can actually tour it. That'd be pretty cool. And here I am at the gardens behind the Presidential Palace. You will see fountains around. I think there's some sculptures in here. It's really nice and peaceful. This next site requires just a little imagination. You'll see what I mean. It's really close to the Presidential Palace. That's why I would include this, because it's just literally 2 minutes to walk over here and check it out. So this is the Fountain of Union. So just use your imagination. This is a huge fountain. If this fountain actually was operating, I mean, this would be impressive. The middle structure is actually a sculpture of the linden flower. This was built, I think, in 1980 during the communist era. You can tell by the buildings surrounding it. It's kind of interesting. And it stopped working in 2007. It's sad. That'd be really cool if they did invest the money back into this fountain, but I doubt that will ever happen. It looks pretty in bad shape. But it is neat. Our next stop runs right through the city of Bratislava, which is the Danube River behind me. So we go to the east and a little bit to the south. You're gonna have Budapest, and then go to the west and you'll run into Vienna. So these river cruises are common during this season, and also during the Christmas market season. There goes the Twin City Liner. That's a ferry boat that goes between Bratislava and Vienna. For me, a visit to Bratislava is not complete until I visit the Slaven Memorial. So this is a war memorial to almost 7,000 Soviet troops that fought for the liberation of this country from German occupation. So there's tons of history at this site, and also beautiful views. So to get to the Slaven Memorial, it's about a 15-minute walk from the Presidential Palace. I will warn, it is mainly uphill, an uphill walk, but it's not too far, 15 minutes, not bad. There's also a bus stop that gets here too, so you can take public transportation if you wanted to. From up top of the hill of the Slaven Memorial, you can see a glimpse of the Bratislava Castle to the right and the Ufo Bridge to the left. The UFO Bridge. This is unmistakable. You can see this throughout the city. This has what looks like a UFO structure on top. That's actually a restaurant up there. And there's also a observation deck on top of that. You can pay just to go right up to the observation deck. Gives amazing views of the city. This bridge was originally built with the name Most SNP, and that means Bridge of the Slovak National Uprising. And then they changed it to Novi Most, which means New Bridge. And then they changed it back to Most SNP. So if you look on maps, that's what it'd be listed as Most SNP. But most people, I think, refer to this as the UFO Bridge. Right now, I'm walking underneath the UFO Bridge. This is a pedestrian and cyclist path. To get to the other side, we're over the Danube River. highly recommend the Bratislava Castle. As you can see, it's right behind me. It's free to wander the grounds around the castle, and you get these amazing views of the city. You can see the Danube River down there. There's the UFO Bridge. Now inside the castle, there is an art museum. There is a fee for that. Looks gorgeous. To get to the castle, it's probably a 10-minute uphill walk, of course, from the UFO Bridge. So those are some of my picks to see here in the city of Bratislava. What are some of yours? Leave them below in the comments. Until our next adventure. Kitty. Look at this kitty cat.